You got a huge sack today. I mean, overall with the defensive line, questions coming into the season, how does it feel to prove yourself wrong, both as a unit and you personally?
Yeah, I mean, a win feels good. I think that, our defense played well today, but there's still, areas of improvement going on now starting Big Ten play. But definitely, yeah, take a win any single day of the week. So, I mean, feel very good about that.
The buzz coming out of fall camp was you're improving as a pass rusher, the team trusting more in that role. You're starting to see a lot of those reps and came away with the sack today. How did that kind of feel, and how do you feel you've improved in that area over the season?
Yeah, it felt good. I feel like there's still improvements that for me to make. Definitely, a couple other opportunities that I think I probably should have, made a play. But I feel like it feels good. All like the hard work and stuff that went into it. Starting to see it a little bit. So
an area where could have improved. Seemed like some of the runs that they had up the middle resulted in some of those explosive plays. What's kind of a part of the game plan going forward to try and shut those down, be a little more sound?
Yeah, I mean, the first three teams that we played is completely opposite as of most Big Ten West teams. So I mean, schematically and just physicality wise, it's going to be a lot different. But I look forward, and all the guys look forward to playing, Big Ten West football.
Going ahead into week 4, facing Purdue on the road, you're looking at your first Big Ten opponent. Kind of, I don't want to look too ahead, but kind of, is there a different mentality when you reach conference play, especially knowing how tough it is to play physically wise in this conference?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, starting with even practice, you'll see practice is a little more physical, a little more tougher. But yeah, it's definitely a different mindset going to Big Ten West, that just the physicality, the kind of people there's not going to be any hiding or trying to schematically dominate someone else. It's more what they're going to do and what you're going to do. It's just whoever's going to do it to each other.
Turnovers wise, 6 turnovers on the day, forced fumble, 5 interceptions. Some of those kind of forced on the pass rush with the onus of not having many turnovers in the first 2 weeks. How important was that today? Kind of just setting the tone for going forward.
Yeah, I think it was very important. I think looking back at even Washington State, there were a bunch of opportunities that the ball didn't go our way, or we didn't take advantage of different roles and stuff with the ball. But coming into this game, Coach Russell talked about turnovers are contagious. Once you get one, they come in bunches. So today is a prime example of that, and I think it was huge momentum for our team.
So with that, when you had that interception, what's going through your head when you see that ball just hanging up there?
Yeah, so first I jumped a route, so I think even if that ball wouldn't got tipped, I think I probably would have been able to return a little bit. But I just saw, I think it's James tip it, and then I had to retract and get it low. But yeah, so that was pretty crazy.
On that play itself, were you supposed to kind of go out to the flat, or was that kind of instinctually you made that play instead?
Kind of. I kind of jumped it because I recognized what the play was, but yeah.
And then kind of on par with the turnovers, I mean, a couple of them came off defensive line hits, some obviously the way that they turned out. With the defensive line starting to kind of turn the last 2 weeks, now going into Big Ten play, both in the run and the pass, what's kind of the difference? What improvements do you guys have to make as a unit?
I think, starting off in Big Ten West, definitely stopping the run. I mean, dominating the line of scrimmage is key for Big Ten West football. So I think that's the number one thing. And then just being disruptive, TFLs, quarterback hurries, sacks. So I think it's just creating pressure on quarterbacks, but most importantly, dominating the line of scrimmage.
And lastly, third downs seem like today they got about 50%, maybe a little more. How do you guys get off the field on third down? Is that kind of an area that you guys are looking to improve on going forward?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think it starts, with all of us and me up front and the defensive line, affecting the passer and, not letting him have a clear, throwing lane and being able to find his receivers.
Appreciate your time.